idea, the intention comes first. So I'm going to dissolve. We're going to dissolve. No, we're not actually going to do it. I'm predicting the future. The truth is everything's going to dissolve eventually. So you might as well do it now. No, I was just making a statement. You thought we were going to do dissolving? Oh, okay. You want to do that? No problem. We can do that too. But joking aside, it's very powerful. It's very important to realize that that's the neighborhood we live in. Things get going, and then they go wild, and then they disappear. That's the nature of our existence, right? So the Qigong is looking to ride the wave in between getting going and the final curtain. Ride that wave as gracefully and as long as you can. A lot of people fall off the wave early, you know. A lot of people don't make it to the end of the wave, right? You know, auto accidents, diseases, you know, whatever. So that's the idea, the original idea with Qigong is the longevity. It's not like something we're selling now because there's a lot of old people around and they want longevity. This is the original game plan with this stuff. High functioning longevity. But in a nod to our distant past and our future, let us dissolve now. First thing we do with anything we do is adjust the posture. So finding the sitting points, making sure you don't have your tailbone sticking out or tucked under with too much pressure. Just try to bring it under a little bit until you feel the roundness of your sitting position. Lower back straightens a little bit. And then we wrap. To keep that elongation of the spine happening that started in the lower back, we just gently take it up mid-back. When we wrap, chest coming in, shoulder blades separating like curtains parting. We're allowed to lengthen the spine through the upper back. And as we drop the chin and scoot the head back, we're able to lengthen the spine through the neck. And the feeling is right through the center of the head and out the top of the head. So if your spine were a spear, upward into heaven, and the butt of the spear into the earth, into the center of the earth. Try to let your spine feel like it's something that's participating in that lengthening, in that mythical line between heaven and earth. You're putting your spine on it and letting it open and expand and lengthen. Don't do it with tension. Do it with alignment and releasing until you start feeling the spine itself and the long muscles all the way up and down the spine on either side starting to come alive from bottom to top. If you're not feeling them come alive somewhere, you got to adjust either your tailbone, your wrapping, or your head position, right? So you're juggling 3 points: lower dantian in the lower abdomen, middle dantian, right, sternum, base of the sternum. Upper dantian, we're just going to, third eye area, right, inside the head. And you're having to just balance those 3 spheres. Just like you're building a block wall with 3 blocks. Or as you know, the thing I often use as far as analogy is a snowman, right? The big bottom ball, and then the torso is the middle ball, and the head, if you're lucky. Snowmen, you either see fully formed snowmen or decapitated snowmen. There's 2 types. And that final head adjustment is one of the hardest ones to get right and to maintain. Okay, so now the arm's getting a little tired, right? But not much. So I do dissolving in the shoulder and let the, yeah, good. So you did it very consciously and you did it by letting go. And then just keep letting go of the shoulder. Now get your breath going. Breath coming into chamber 1 and 2. Does the bird bath analogy work for you? I one of those classic bird baths, you know, that they used to sell down at like Mission Building Supply or Midway Building Supply and stuff, made out of concrete, and it's got the scalloped edges like that, and it's perfectly round. And when you put the water in the bird bath, it spreads out in every direction equally. Yeah. So it can take you an hour to get it perfect, because you move this side a little and you put the water in, it starts dripping out on this side, right? And then you get that side squared away, that's dripping over here, right? Oh, God damn it, right? But the thing is, once you get it right, oh, it's beautiful. So that's the feeling in chamber 1 and 2. And everybody that grew up around here, lived around here like you, has seen plenty of those bird baths around here. You know, either in the distant past or wherever. But actually, I have one. I fill it up every day, or I try to. So obviously, it's easy to get the bird bath tipping forward into the abdomen, you know. We got to get the breath to go down from the nostril, feel like it's going right down the center of the body into the bird bath and spreading out equally in chamber 1 and 2, both directions, and the sides. So the whole rim, and this is called the chi belt, right? This equator meridian, it's actual meridian they use in acupuncture. It goes around just like the equator, right? Matter of fact, in your Dragon Tiger Medical Qigong book, you can get your chi going right here between the hands. And then you put it on the lower abdomen with both hands, the lower dantian. Don't touch, you know, leave a space. And then move the chi back, squeezing the shoulder blades towards the spine. Move this into what's called the Ming Men point. Opposite the dantian, and behind is called the Ming Men point. Because there's a polarity, of course, right? So anyway, you take that information, okay, energy from the dantian back to the Ming Men, and then back to the dantian. And just feel the energy flow around the literal belt, where your belt goes, right? Right around there. Feel it? Yeah. Then, ironically, this one is very good for grounding the energy in the lower body. So what I want you to do is do that again. Move the energy into the lower back, kidneys. See what I'm doing? I go all the way back here, right? So I kind of disassemble my wrapping a little bit, and then I wrap again real nice and deep, right? Don't squeeze back too hard. We looked at this issue before, this idea of when after, in God's Playing with the Clouds, we were talking about how, remember how we came wrapping, and then when we opened, the trick was to get the energy to go all the way back here, but not crank on the body. Yeah. So it's a little like a slingshot. You know, when I let go, the slingshot kind of stops here. It doesn't go all the way over there, you know. Just the energy moving. So same kind of feeling. So after you move it from the dantian, get it going in the dantian again with both hands. Make sure there's a space between you and the palms of your hands. Now send the energy back to the opposite side of the dantian, Ming Men point. Come back. Now, lift up your heels, just like you're standing on tippy toe, and draw the energy up into the dantian. And then just let your heels drop without any force back to the ground, like you're snapping your fingers, and send the energy down through the legs into the ground. Okay? So watch me do it once or twice. You ready? I'm moving the energy, see? Oh, Mila's got a fly going. Can you see Mila? Yeah. Now, I'm just like I'm picking a jelly bean out of a pile of jelly beans. I'm pulling like a bird claw. See this plucking motion? You see this plucking motion with my hand, right? You see that in Tai Chi all the time, right? This kind of thing, a plucking motion. I'm going to pull the energy up the inside of my legs into the dantian, and then I'm going to flick down the outside of the leg. So I literally lift my heel off the ground. Can you see that? And then I flick it down. And I don't pound on the ground. I just let it, boom, kind of a towel fight, snapping the towel feeling, you know? And you can see how you get the energy going here, and then you gather it, and send it down the outside of the legs into the ground like a lightning bolt. Boom! Just a quick snap. Boom! Down. Come up. Back. Here. Forward. Pick it up. Heels come up. Open. And shoot it down the legs. Yeah. Can you feel it? Good. Back. Front. Gather. Boom. Yeah. Get your hands out here. Just send it out down the outside. Bring it up the inside of the legs to the dantian. Move it to the Ming-Men point, opposite dantian. Come back, and now shoot it down the outside of the leg, through the foot into the ground. Come around under the foot, into the arch. Pull the energy up. So you see what's happening? You're getting a lot of the upper body energy to go down into the legs. Right? I didn't pick them up that time, but it shot right through. Yeah, there we go. All right, so a little bonus one for you, a little concept, a little extra Qigong that you can do here and there to get those legs, right? Keep them alive. All right, good. Any questions on it? It's a feeling almost of like water being on my arm and I'm flicking the water off, you know? Sending the energy down. All right, very good. Hey, let's consider that the warm-up, and let's just go through the basic 8 now. That'd be cool. So here we go, into the lung and intestine. So wrap in both areas, lung and lower abdomen. Straighten the tailbone, drop the chin. That creates a straightness in the spine. You come up through the spine, lungs open, and exhale. Let it finish. Now, change your mind, go behind. Come up the spine. Hold the breath, squeeze, release. Make sure elbows are forward, right? Palm down, inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. Nice. Moving from here, squeezing here like an accordion. Inhale, keep the chin down. Exhale. Just a gentle closing of the hands, almost a ringing, pushing energy down into the intestine area. And letting go. Don't worry if you didn't do it perfect, we'll do it again. Here we go, right? But before we do, get centered, get relaxed, get that spine kind of straight to start with, right? Drop the chin, move the head back. Keep working the basics. Keep working the fundamentals like John Wooden would do. You see what I'm saying? Keep polishing those fundamentals through every iteration of the more complex basic 8. So just like basketball, it doesn't do you any good to come down court and get ready to execute a real fancy, clever basketball play, and then you bounce the ball off your toe and it goes out of bounds and the other team gets the ball, right? You think, without the basics, you ain't going anywhere. Always keep an eye on the basics. Here, the basic thing is squeezing, letting the legs take the weight, pushing back with the legs to come up to break that insidious habit of pulling with the spine and upper body, right? I don't know how people live so long, man. I watch people answer the phone. They're like this, hello? It's like, you know? I mean, everybody's just, wow, you know? Okay, calm down. So that's what the Qigong is about, getting fluid, getting efficient, and getting a fish-like feeling so the whole body is gently responding to this intention, right? To draw out of the intestine through the lung, open lung intestine, and then relax everything, all pieces down to the ground, into the ground, rotate, come behind. Oh, it's fun. With my peripheral vision, I can see where the fly is over by this window to my right. Now Mila's over here, but Mila doesn't see the fly yet. I can see the fly. Mila's looking and looking and looking. It's right behind her, kind of. It's a smart fly, man. This fly knows what he's doing. was watching these old videos of the old three-ring circus, you know, history of the circus type thing on PBS. So that's what it reminds me of today, is Mila's got the fly show going on here. While the other end of the tent, we have the Qigong show going. So, hey, they can coexist. It's not a problem. Oh, ironically, too, we mentioned that at the beginning of the lesson, right? We said the lower Dantian, center of energy, middle Dantian, upper Dantian. So you're like a juggler in the circus trying to keep these three spheres of energy all going, flowing, not one pooped out, one hyper, you know, nice and smooth, literally lined up, right? Like a snowman. Yeah, see, so the three-ring circus is more than a metaphor in this case. It's actual, literal instructions. And it takes that global awareness. You got to feel what's happening in all three spheres. And then when you get that going well, you become aware of a fourth dimension. And it keeps going as long as you like. Trust me. So by now it should be feeling very easy. The upper body's relaxed. You flow in like the tide. You flow back. So then we switch. Rounding here, I'm making left fist, right palm. Make sure the chest comes in, shoulder blades separate thus. Then everything's following the lead of the elbow down. So make sure that lower back straight. Now I drop my chin, move the head back while I'm tucking tailbone a little bit. So I can feel that spine engaged equally from top to bottom before I begin. Okay, so now, oh, she got the fly. She's eating the fly. Very good, good. She likes lizards too. Remember that for Christmas time. All right, now roll over like a ball to the fist side, and then when that kind of tightens, rotate like a record player, and that opens your arms. When that finishes in a relaxed manner, then you tip at the waist, and then you just release and come back to where you started, finishing your exhale. Shift, turn, tip, and return. Now, we didn't get very far in our dissolving, huh? I went off on a tangent, didn't I, at the beginning? Yeah, Rick, is that possible? So that means there's a treat for you later. You can hit the lounge chair, get real cozy, recline if you want. I mean, do it any position you like. Play. I do it often, you know, in the lounger. Prone, bed position I often do, you know. So just play with it. But you can do dissolving later. That'd be fine. Yeah, you know, I tell you, it gets to be habit for me. Oh, that's funny, because I've kind of gone the opposite way. I have this morning routine going now. It's crept into my morning routine real solidly. So, hey, we got it covered. We have it surrounded. Well, honestly, I feel like it could open more, but, you know, on the other hand, I'm going to do it again tomorrow, so I'm going to move on. I think what I'm feeling is deeper than it's going to open today. That's part and parcel of getting to know yourself, what's happening. How do you feel? Is that enough reps for that one? Yeah, so you can always adjust it, you know, I mean. Good. Good, Mila. few standing. Oh, I'm not as creaky as I thought. I thought I'd hear all the bones popping and snapping. Not bad. But just what I'm telling you is happening. For example, usually I feel the left leg popping and the knee pops and the hip pops. That didn't happen. So right away I noticed the popping up in the shoulders, right? So once one thing relents, you'll find that it was hiding other treasures or challenges or problems. It's a pretty old sandbox. There's lots of lost coins and jewelry and stuff in the sandbox. Matchbox cars, probably, you know. See, the devil's in the details, right? That's always the case. So you say when on this one. You just let me know when you feel like, I'll move on. It's kind of like window shopping, you know? Now? Okay, all right, fair enough. Starfish now. Push that retained breath down into the lower back kidney. Try not to pressurize the perineum too much, or try not to at all, really. Of course, I'm saying that because I just pressurized the hell out of it. So now I'll try and do it. Now I'll try and do without that. So the pressure really feels it's just a little more, again, around the midsection here, not pushing down through the pelvic floor so much. Good, good. See, I mean, you know, if you tell somebody on their first day of Qigong that they're going to control the pressures in their body to that degree, they don't even know what you're talking about, you know. But now you're like, oh, okay, yeah, no pressurize the bottom of the sphere too much. Got it, no problem. I can do that. Whoa, see? And this is what's fun, is you actually see skill building as the years go by. Yeah, well, yeah. But see, that tells us a lot. Keep moving towards the horizon, keep growing, learning, expanding, you know. So that rolling pin feeling, you feel down. It's very much like what we do in the Gods Playing with the Clouds, right? That lengthening. Make sure you're putting the legs in there. We didn't talk about the legs mechanically today. We talked about, you know, shooting that energy down there, blasting them open. But now I want you to make sure as you come up that you're coming through the back of the leg, like squeezing that toothpaste tube and lengthening all the tissues, opening the joints, everything. And then let it go. If you play one side more than the other, it's going to get unbalanced, right? It might not kill you, but it can retard your functioning tremendously, you know? There you go, good. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Because simply, we used to even like, you know, take a towel and roll it into a ball, or just like a beach towel, pillow, you know, and then put it right in between the legs, so you almost like feel like on a horse. So you have this rounding, so that you're not closing in on the perineum. You know, for beginners, a lot of times in standing practice, this closes, you know. And then they close it this way, and so the energy's not going upper body, lower body. It's broke. So by opening, and again, not crashing into the pelvic floor, it's almost like a waterfall coming down, splitting, going down the outside of the legs, right? Coming back up. And the waterfall pump, just think of the waterfall pump for now as the lower dantian. You know, the energy coming and going from there, you know? And then it can come in one side and out the other like that, see? Or the energy can flow up this leg and down that leg at the same time. That's what's happening with all these Tai Chi moves is, So I'm doing Qigong when I do Tai Chi, right? Yeah. Good, there you go. Bring your arms forward, though, when you fool around. Make sure you have a nice round position as you're messing around. Don't do the barnyard chicken dance stuff. Ah, look at me. Otherwise, you have to go like this, right? It's your choice. Let's see now. We got dancing starfish, right? Woo, you can tell I'm feeling pretty good. I was really kind of low energy. Now so wrapping. And again, pause for a moment because, see, I'm just now calling myself on the lower back, denting in, drop the chin, really trying to boost the quality. And then we're going to shift, right? And turn, back to center, shift, a little turn. Good. Once you got that going, just let the arms open and good. And remember the idea, even just like a real book, you know, you open and close the book without damaging the spine of the book. So one hand is the front cover, one hand is the back cover of the book. The spine in the book is the same as my spine. I want to open evenly. Good. And close it gently so the book will last for generations, right? In the old days, they'd make the books so well, they'd last for hundreds, thousands of years, right? So they'd be very valuable. Now they make them so cheap that if a comic book survives undamaged, it's very valuable. By virtue of being so cheap that it's a miracle it's still alive, right? So, yeah. So we want the older feeling of the quality. And then the reverence, you know. Problem is with comic book, no one takes care of a comic book because it's, you know, cheap and it's a piece of crap, so you just trash it. Keep it for 100, keep it for 50 years and it's worth $500,000. I mean, go figure. But anyway, yeah, when someone hands you the rare book from the rare book library, you automatically start to handle it gingerly with a sense of reverence. You know. So that's the feeling in the Qigong with yourself, is you got to keep this almost a sacred feeling or a reverence or a respectful feeling. Again, not putting a plastic helmet on and banging your head against other people that have plastic helmets on, man. That's not what we call a reverential attitude for the body. Now, let's wrap real nice like a mummy, right? Got it wrapped like a mummy. Fold at the claw. Keep the chin down. Say hello to the dog. Yes, hello. Good doggy. Yeah, see? There it is. Washing the hair time. That's when Mila shows up. Ah, she's licking me with fly mouth. Oh, man. Don't touch your face. Oh, now I'm doing washing the hair. Oh, fantastic timing. I'm not going to touch my face or go near it, so here it is good. But see here, see my hands way far to the side. I can come in a little and get a real good compression, again, inside, just like I'm washing the hair. Once you know what the movement's like inside, you can do it without a big exterior motion. Beginning, you got to do the motion. There you go, flow. Couple standing. There's that bark. It's penetrating. It's horrible. It's like a knife. It's like a knife through your entire being. But you take it and you just keep going. So you keep going, don't stop. Let's get one thing clear. All right, don't stop. Let's do what we were doing here. Good. Don't explode the breath. This one you got to keep an eye on it, right? Because you can go too far. It starts getting too... Don't let the pressure build up behind the dam. It's a balloon expanding and contracting. You're playing with the balloon and the air pump, not building any barriers or hard spots. Yeah, there you go. It's got to get softer and more fluid as you go through the repetitions, right? It has to improve quality-wise because it's not that hard to do. But it's very hard to do to run it with your mind, moving the energy in, now dropping the energy into the midsection, now compressing in the midsection. Yes. Coming up with energy in the hands, flowing into the eyes. Your mind wants to break the continuity. It wants to stop. It wants to do something else. It wants to complain. It wants to pass out accolades. It'll do all kinds of shit, right? Except just shut up and keep going, right? Now, in a sense, what the universe is doing after the Big Bang is it kind of shuts up and keeps going. It never stops, right? And we do, it's called the golden thread. It's literally called the golden thread in the old Taoist writings. You can look at it like, watch here, look at this Tai Chi. See the energy, weight dropping here, energy expanding. See, it almost stops and then it changes, you see? It's unbroken. It's not, right? No, it's always unfurling, unspooling. Now watch. Spooling, right? It's a thread, right? See? Yeah. And it's gold. So now you know it's not really a thread. They're talking about your energy guided by your mind being unbroken. Flowing up, going out, coming in, going down, just like the universe itself. Yeah, good. And you can only get that by feeling, right? Once you get that idea, then you got to look for that feeling. All right, let's go to one side or the other here. Giant clam. The feeling zone we're looking for between bird nest and quaw. Make the letter C, tuck tailbone, drop chin, open at the quaw, stretching gently through that spot. Hey, Mila, here's another one, good for petting the dog. Down comes the hand. Up goes the hand. Good, Mila. Good girl. Yeah. You're a good baby. Good girl. Now I gotta just slow it down, even it out, get a hold of my breath gently. Let those three factors come together. Posture, breathing, mind's in charge. Yeah, this one's lumpy today. I'm gonna stand up just a little bit. I got ants in my pants today, I'm telling you. Okay, let me try that again now. All right. Now I'm feeling home. I feel this is happening. Good. All right, let's go the other side. Nice. Take a moment, get squared away. Letter C, tucking, tucking, opening with the breath. Oh, this side's much better. Smooth out that breath as soon as you think about it now. You know, strangely enough, the chimes, those wind chimes, are kind of a good model in a way. Number one, we're talking about breathing, and wind and breathing and air is all connected, right? So when the wind chime makes noise, it doesn't load up and then like it's blowing a flute, make a noise. It just, dong, yeah. Just keep that kind of ready, relaxed feeling through the whole motion. There you go. There you go. Good. All right, come on to number 8 now. Keep that feeling alive. Good. Now, here's a golden thread opportunity, right? So when I finish this, see, I can kind of spool it in, wrap it around, bring it up. Oh. Almost like you got a paintbrush with too much paint on it. So you just keep it on the wall and you're moving it all around. You don't want to pull it away from the wall. The paint will drip off. Just smooth. Dance like swimming, like dancing. Good. There you go. Feels good, right? Yeah. It's got a little fun to it when there's a continuity. Because you never try too hard. Drop one side. Oh, I got muscle pain in my back. It's not fair. Well, see, I think that's part of the ultimate test. Can you just ultimately laugh at it? You know, the whole absurdity of the goddamn thing. But hey, nicely done. Feels good. Better than, much better than we started the feeling, right? Yes. Now we let things settle down, consolidate our gains in the arenas of posture. Just to enjoy the posture, feel the posture, hold the posture. Breath, obviously, much better than when we started. Feel its effects here. Let's do another breathing one. And then mind really coming through, amplify the sinking of the chi, the feeling of the mind, pulling the energy down from above the head through the body, sinking the chi. Now let's just do a express lane. You know when you go to the market and see the express lane, 15 items or less? Let's do express lane dissolving, because we'll only have about 6-8 items, okay? So what we're going to do is get ready, take a deep breath, get set, bring your mind up above your head, and dissolve. Feel the whole block of ice that is your head. Feel it dissolving and melting into water, the entire head. Inhale, go above the head, come through the head, and let the entire ice of the neck, of the icy neck, dissolve into water as you exhale. Ice to water for the neck. Inhale, back to the top, come through the neck, head and neck, shoulders, upper back, upper arm, melting. Ice to water. All the way down to the solar plexus. Back above the head, come swimming down through the water and melt the area from the solar plexus down to the dantian. Include the lower back, spine, tailbone. Back to the top, all the way down. Melt the entire hip, pelvis, top of the thigh. Back to the top, all the way down through the body, the watery body, into the frozen thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, all melting, turning into water. Only the icy toes remain. Back to the top, all the way down, taking any bits of ice with you, all the way down into the feet, melting everything, toes, everything, into water, the entire body. Much softer, much more relaxed. Now the wind's going to blow. The entire head region dissolves and evaporates and goes away. The neck, the shoulders, the arms, the torso, the chest, the lungs, the lower back, the stomach, the hips, the tailbone, the thighs, knees, lower legs, everything disappearing, evaporating. And all that remains is this pool of energy here, right? But now it's free and clear, and it can become anything you want. Anything you put your mind on, this energy will start to take that shape. So keep track of your mind for the rest of the day. Listen to your body and do your breathing. Make sure you do your breathing. Nice. So a little express lane dissolving. Pretty cool, huh? Now, some days you'll get inspired to take even smaller slices and spend more time dissolving, right? So you can play with this thing as you go along. And you should, you should mess with it. How are we looking on time? You should feel inspired to mess around with it and, change the timing of it here and there. What time do you have? I have no timepieces. Oh, cool. How do you feel? You want to park it there or you want to do something else? Let's look at our gods playing in the clouds so we keep that alive. Because it would be easy to forget that. We made some gains on that. We want to keep that going. Boy, this dissolving feels so good. I can't stop it. It's really going deep too, just damn. There's a dog. Okay, hello dog. Come in dog. Hello dogger. All right. The fly. The fly. What's the joke? Yeah? What? Uh-oh. Oh, no. That could happen. It could happen. All right, let's put it back in here now. Feeling the connection, hip to knee to foot. All your alignments identical to what we do in our basic 8. Now hands are at the side, so make sure you're wrapping here. Opening the shoulder blades, sinking the chest a bit. Feel this splashing out. Don't pull anything up. It's got to head downtown, got to head to the ground. Tuck your tailbone, engage the back of the leg now. I'm going to sit down to do it. Metaphorically sitting down. You're really sitting down, so you just have to accentuate that connection through the back of the leg into the ball of the foot. So that now when you push with the ball of the foot, you feel the entire foot engaging, lengthening, the ankle opening, everything, knee opening, everything coming up the body, right? And as it starts to get vertically long, it almost starts pulling because the tailbone's dropping, right? And the chest coming in, it kind of pulls the arms up, and we leave the hands relaxed. And then when we've kind of taken that slack out of the body, we straighten and feel that pull come all the way into the body, right? Now, keeping the wrist where it is, we come, fingers pointing up, and feel that pressure kind of leap up and go from the crown through the head down the spine, right? And as the pressure comes in, it does hit kind of a solidity in here somewhere, kind of just a bend in the road, right? That's where we tuck the tailbone a little more, slightly bend the knee, bend the elbow, so it can flow past that point, and then we lengthen all the way down. Again. So it's all about just lengthening from head to toe, adding that, and then starting to pull downwards from the top of the head all the way through the body. And I'm straightening my arm and leg here, see? So it's not, it doesn't come down here and wimp out. I get down here and now I'm pushing, straightening arm and leg is the easiest way to think about it. And the spine, right? So now I have an evenness in the foot. I'm kind of halfway between lengthening and contracting. So now I push and lengthen again. Good. And then do another one. How's that going? You feel all right? Good. It looks like you got a nice awareness and lengthening up, and then that squeezing down. It looks like you got it going on. That should be, yeah. Oh, it looks good. It's easier to see in person, but it looks good to me. And you're not rushing it, and you're not loading up anywhere. So that looks good. Now remember, the standing version is see where my tailbone is and see where my knees are. I'm going to come forward. This is not going to shoot out. I'm going to fold in the quad, and then my femur's swinging back, so the knee kind of stays where it is too. See, this kind of motion preserves the connectedness through the joints. It lets stress or pressure or energy come into me and flow through the joints into the ground like a lightning bolt. That's the golden thread. It's the connectedness. It's again, the ancient Roman pillar that, they got one block and another. That connectedness is still there after 2,000 years, so there's the pillar, you see. So that's what we're feeling in this. So on the next motion, which shouldn't be a problem at all since you're sitting down, your tailbone's not going to go down, but I just really want you to realize it's all about leaning forward, folding here, and then this folding here, because that stops all the damage in the spine and the knees that people usually do to themselves. That's number one. It stops the physical damage. Number two, it stops, when you do it that way, it stops you from blocking the energy flow, you see? Yeah, so there's layers of benefits, there's layers of awareness. But first, we got to get people to quit shooting themselves in the knee and the lower back, Yeah? So that's what this is all about. So do the first move again. And then bring it down. So let's say you do 4 of those or something, right? Now we're going to go and cradle that baby, right? We do that scooping motion. So this is wrapping. And make sure the wrapping is happening all through the torso from top to bottom. Now I unfold, rising, the quads opening, see, so I don't torque on the spine, and this is coming up. When it gets up, I'd have to break apart my structure to take the arms higher. It's like the structure itself, the shoulder down, the chest in, the tailbone dropping. My arms only go up this high. When I break apart, I can take them higher, but the golden thread is broken. But you get the idea, you see the connectedness I'm talking about, the sitting down, the back straightening, the chest coming in, the shoulders dropping. Now I can only go that high and stay connected. But this is a strong connection that goes all the way to the ground. Someone can grab me here and I can turn and take them with me, no problem. So this is the feeling of this connectedness. Again, it's a quality issue, not a strain issue, you know? Yeah. I mean, once it breaks, it's broke. It's not like a lot of force broke it, but when it's not broken, it's very strong. So that's got to stay here. See, I get only about to here, and it's just like opening the curtains, right? Come out. Right? And then you do it again. Right. This comes from the ground, right? Open. Again, now you're squeezing that toothpaste tube up. Out. Good. Good. Do one more. Now right here and palms away, right? Now just turn to one side like you're putting a palm print on the wall, remember? And then let's start to change and go palms kind of facing each other and then palms up. So it's out, right? Right? Up. Palms down, palms out, palms up. You got to stay where you are and rotate like a pinwheel from here. Because if the chair turns, nothing's happening inside here. Right? So look at my shirt. Can you see how nothing's happening inside me? Right now, see how it's like a water? Yeah, that, yeah. See, so if you slow down, it's not that fast. Right. Slow down, it's not that fast. So match it to your breath, right? So I'm just going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You got me doing it now. I'm over-rotating. There you go. You know it when you get inside. You can feel everybody tumbling around in there, and it's not, and then just depressurize it. Don't make it so tense in there. Good. There you go. Go the other way now, same amount of times. With the breath, so you don't go too fast. So now you're getting lots of stuff you got to check in on and play with, right? Here and there. Yeah. So those are the 3 moves I feel that we, got into so far. I'm not missing one, am I? I think that's where we're at. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Looks good. You know what you're doing. You got the idea. The pinwheel analogies, just keep that in mind. Just going from here. And the extending of the arms just helps you reach in there further. Yeah. Good. There you go. Wrapping, and then the wrapping travels up. And remember, don't take the arms too high. And then this one is just the vertical lengthening, and then from the top down. So not a lot of bending on that one. Yeah. Good. Well, I think we'll review those one more time, and then maybe even next time add another move, But yeah, I'm glad that we had a good pace today. We went through a lot of stuff. We did our dissolving, we did this, we did the basic 8, and then we learned that other one, remember, of moving the energy through the chi belt, right? Gathering and then shooting down the leg. You can actually hear my heels hit the ground. right? There's a little flicking. It's a flicking, not a hammering. Yeah. It's we're in the energy age, so it's the energy traveling down, not the boulder falling down, right? We're evolving past that now. So good, full session, very good. Now we sync our chi, which should just drop, no problem. Excuse me. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, feel that, right? See? Yeah. That's how it feels when there's fewer blockages. It just goes right through. You feel its warmth and presence traveling. It's real. It's changing. Wow. It just makes you want to sit there and play with it all damn day, right? Yeah. Then you gather white light from far away and bring it in. And then reach into the earth. Bring the violet light. And then go to the center, join those energies, and expand in every direction. Fill the room and fill the world. Now come back to this tiny little point here, you, and bring the energy into the kidneys. And then smooth out the light around you. And drop the shoulders, elbows, close, join, bow.